Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. Welcome to your reading for August 29th through September 4th. I am having a little bit of a connectivity issue, so we're going to try to speed through this before I lose that. So, the key to your situation this week, boy, coming right at us. We have two cards. We've got the Five of Wands. This is you trying to stand your ground under a lot of pressure. It is a badger. Everybody's poking at a badger, and I want to say... you don't want to, one, you don't want to poke somebody and make them feel like they're a cornered animal, and two, you may feel that way, but the good thing is the card of the Wheel of Fortune came with it, and so where you have been feeling like everything is coming at you and you're under attack, you have an opportunity to change that up at this time. Okay, yeah, you've been feeling like you're under attack. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at this 9-card spread, and I'm going to pull cards for when the moon changes signs, because I think it's really important to work with the different cyclical energies as they come through. Okay, wow, lots of messages here. Okay, so, and then if you want to stick around, we'll look at finances also. So you have here, for your overall energy, this High Priestess was poking her head out. She really looks like an 8 of Pentacles to me with the spider web, but it's taking time to create. We just had that new moon that happened on Saturday in Virgo, and that new moon really wants us to make a long-term plan. It comes with the 4 of Swords, and so I think the overall energy is to take a little time to connect in, to rest up, and really connect in with your heart space to help you make some choices and decisions that you're going to find very useful. And so where you've been feeling like you're under attack, I think you're ready to say, I'm done with this situation. I'm looking for something that's much more balanced in my life. We have the 5 of Swords here. So we've got the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. You have a lot of cards of difficult energy around you, and you are being asked to release and let go of situations that do not work for you. And I think the struggle has been trying to figure out what feels like home. Like, I think that's really been a problem. Like, you've been either stuck in an area of your life where you're trying to make it feel like home and it's not really feeling that way, or you're trying to get back to what feels like home. There's something that's been a little out of balance. There's something definitely around the home space, because here in the area of the anxiety, we have the 8 of Cups, but it's the salmon. And the salmon swimming upstream is trying to go back home, to spawn, to recreate, to create something new. Right, to create. And it's a very creative energy. It's emotionally creative, but there's a need to try to figure out what feels like home for you, because the challenge here is the Kingfisher with the Ace of Cups. And so the Kingfisher is very patient, and it waits for the opportunity to come in. The Ace of Cups is the struggle has been the emotional opportunity. What is going to fill up? See, that cup is overflowing. It's like waiting to feel like this is correct, and this is what I want, and this is what I really need. The action step. I'm going to get here to the how you transform the situation first, but I want to look at this action step, because the action step here is the 3 of Swords. And this 3 of Swords is an elephant who's standing there mourning the loss of an elephant, right? But that elephant is so in the past. It's like not only is it like the skin, everything's gone. It's been whatever the situation is, it's been done and over for a long time. But an elephant's memory is not letting it forget it. And so it replays the events over and over. And when we do that, when we emotionally play over an event over and over in our head, it's like we're experiencing it every time we think about it. And there is a need to really to put it to rest. And maybe the problem is that you keep going back over and over the same ground all the time, and you're not moving forward. You keep trying to go back, and when the way forward really is to find joy and happiness where you are, like a little pig in mud. Here we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles finds happiness in the simple things, and she also finds happiness in the here and the now. This little piggy is so smiley and happy, it's just laying there in mud. And so I think it's about seeing where you are right now, not seeing where things were in the past, but seeing where you are right now, and how can you find the joy in the now moment. the King of Wands is the action step for how you can bring in abundance. And we're going to pull cards on abundance here in a moment. And so the action step here, you have the King of Wands. It is an ostrich, but that ostrich has pulled his head out of the sand, and he's getting ready to make a choice, make a decision. It is movement forward. You have a lot of energy around trying to bring in an emotional balance into your life this week. So here in the area of where your heart is moving forward, we have the happy little outer family, the Six of Cups. This is emotional satisfaction. And there is this sense of maybe some of you are traveling this week and going back home. Maybe, again, I feel like it has to do with home, right? Very strong Cancer energy coming through on this. It's like, what is emotionally fulfilling, what feels like home to you? The energy of how do you create stability at the end of the week, where does that come? You have the Seven of Swords, which is a new way of looking at things. That is a defensive posture in this particular deck. And the Ten of Swords. It is letting something go. Seeing it in a new way, yes, being defensive, but it's in a way that we have the Six of Pentacles that brings in balance. So you definitely want to look for a way that you can bring balance in. The first couple of days this week, that moon's in Libra. And so that is a sign that opposes yours. And I think that energy gets a little difficult sometimes to manage, but it is trining with Saturn, which allows you to have a nice flow of ideas and get some stuff done. You have here the wise woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise, and sisters of the seasons, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. Learning from the past but not reliving the past every day is going to help you, and it's going to help you to work with others and allow where your energy is. That's where your focus on is where your energy is going to go. So focus on, what did I learn from these bones of the past, and how can I complete the process and let it go on and bring more balance into my life. That is what the wise woman of Wonderland is saying. Use your integrity. You're going to have to do a little compromising. There's a definite need to pull your energy in a little bit this week to really figure out who you are and what it is that is truly of value to you and what makes you feel safe and at home. So Wednesday afternoon and Thursday and Friday, the moon is in Scorpio. And the moon in Scorpio is in your area of transformation. And so there's this ending of cycles that you have with this Ten of Swords, this Three of Swords. There's an opportunity here for you to really let something go. The Wheel of Fortune says, let the wheel turn. And you have here, stand up for animal bonds, stand up for all animals. Interesting. So for some of you, this is actually you having to defend or do more research or figure out something regarding a pet, okay? For others of you, I almost feel like pay attention to the animals. The messages that you receive in nature, those are messages from Spirit, and they're bringing it in because it came with the intuition card. And so there's a little bit of a heightened intuition that could come through when the moon is in Scorpio in general, and I think for you right now to help you to transform the situation. Mercury is really slowing down and goes into storm on Friday, which means it's like not moving. Communication becomes more complicated. So part of this is really listening with your intuition and all of your senses and pay attention to what's going on around you. What looks similar and familiar? What did you learn from that? I think if you have to make some major decisions and choices, that you're definitely going to want to take that into account. In the last, over the weekend, the moon... See, I can't make this up. The moon is in Sagittarius. You got the card of home, okay? There's something going on around your home situation that requires you to be willing to release the outcome, let something end so a new cycle can begin, and allow yourself to feel like you've gained knowledge and wisdom from the process. But what feels like home to you now? It's almost as though you have been wearing a pair of shoes and it's too tight and you've outgrown it and you need a new pair of shoes. You need a new home situation, whether that is a relationship or you need to put a new coat of paint on something or you need to move the furniture around or it needs a good deep cleaning. We're going into change of seasons. That's always a good time to do that. Are you looking to move? What exactly are you trying to accomplish in the home arena? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I was talking about you might need to clean something out because I was seeing was like a garage that needed cleaning and for your financial advice here, I pre-shuffled these because they're really hard to combine two decks. You got the Light Seers Tarot and the Sacred Creators Tarot deck here, and so so I did shuffle them, but I'm going to give them a shuffle as soon as so it's that one. Yeah, okay. So, but the card that came out around success and finances, you got spring clean your budget. So if you're looking to make a home improvement or a move to something or whatever, there's a need to get into the details of how and where you spend your money. So maybe you have subscriptions on your credit card that come in every month and you aren't aware that that's there because you never use it anymore. Like maybe you need to change your internet provider to something more affordable, or whatever. There's some kind of spring cleaning around the budget that needs to be done. It says renew and revise as you cut back and plan. More abundance will grow into blossom, and there is this energy of a slow growth, and it takes nurturing and a weeding out of what we have going on so we can plant into fertile ground. With that comes success in transformation. So pay attention to the intuitive hits that you get in the middle of the week. When you have the High Priestess here, overall energy, that is intuition. You had the intuition card come out with that moon in Scorpio. So again, really paying attention to any ideas that you have coming through. And you have the sacred flow of yes. So success in transformation. You are Wheel of Fortune. There is success on the horizon. There's a need to let something go, to follow your intuition. And I feel like that when it says the sacred flow of yes, that when an opportunity crops up, say yes. Say yes to if your friends want you to go someplace with them. Say yes if you, I think the more that you're out and about, this almost is like the card of networking also. It brings in opportunities through who you know, because sometimes who you know is more important than what you know. All right, I hope that was helpful for you. Please hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it if you leave me a comment. It really helps the channel to grow. If you would like to follow me on Facebook at the Moon Directed Tarot, cover the energy. I cover the energy every day in the little videos, and so it's a little more into the astrology over there. So come check that out. I'd love to see you over there. And every Sunday, I do a premiere of the overall energy for the week. I will link that somewhere here, probably here. And you can, it's probably here. And you can catch the overview for the week and also add that into applying it. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. And I will see you guys again soon. Take good care.